My name is Krajniak here at Advantage Chevrolet in Hotchkiss, Illinois. And I just want to introduce to you the brand new 2013 Malibu Eco. Now, from the 2012 Malibu, they redesigned it. As far as similarities between this car and the previous 2012 Malibu, the only thing that's the same is the name and the fact that it's a Chevy. Everything on this car has been redesigned, has been refitted, has been remade to give the most, to give the best quality handling, the best quality ride, and just to make it look incredibly sharp. So I'm going to show you a couple of the neat details about this car that really brings out a new year for Chevrolet. Now the Malibu Eco it's pretty fantastic. Not only does it have more interior space, not only is it wider and taller than the previous Malibu, it also has more torque and more horsepower, and still even gives you better mileage on the city as well as on the highway. Now, there's a couple things that they did with the Malibu to give it all that grace, all those good accolades for it. And I'm going to get a couple of different things here. Most of it is the way that it was designed. One of the things that they did with the Malibu is they wanted to make it the best car out there. Some of the ways they did that is all in the design styling of it. The way that they have these rounded corners here, they call it sort of a parabolic aerodynamic rounded corner. You'll see that on another Chevrolet that we have, which is the Volt. One of the reasons why it gets such aerodynamics. This is, as I said, the Malibu Eco model. So there's a couple other things in this one that you won't find in your standard 2013 Malibu that'll be coming out this summer. A couple of things like the bottom grille here has an active shutter to it. At 30 miles an hour, that will close itself to make the air, as opposed to go through, go underneath the car, giving you that great highway mileage to it. Also on the Eco, like most race cars nowadays, 50% of underneath the vehicle is covered by skid plates, giving you having the air sweep underneath the car instead of catching on anything and slowing the car down, what they call coefficient of wind drag. Speaking of wind drag, you know that this car actually has less drag than a Corvette ZR1. It's kind of incredible, especially speaking that the Corvette ZR1 is a $120,000 luxury sports car. The lines on this car are something to be desired. What they did with the 2013 Malibu is they gave it the lines and kind of that feeling of a very high-end import luxury sedan. The chrome going around the windows really gives a very rich feeling to it. Now, there's also, speaking of sports cars and luxury, they did take a couple different pieces from the Chevrolet Camaro and put it into this vehicle. If you come around the back here, you can see where they have the Camaro inspired tail lamps. Something that you're gonna really enjoy seeing as you're driving by these new 13 Malibus, with a very nice amount of trunk space in it as well. And also to show you the 2013 Malibu Eco's lithium-ion battery. Now the neat thing about this, it's not like a hybrid where the battery makes the car go forward. What this car actually does is, as you get to a stoplight and you stop your vehicle, your engine will disengage and it'll be running off the battery until you take your foot off the brake and start driving again. Now you might say, wait Chris, I don't want my car to be stopping every time I get to a stoplight. But think about this, you won't be using any gas. So in all that stop-and-go traffic, or if you're just going around town, you won't be using any gas. And you don't even notice it. The transition between the engine and the battery, or the battery and the engine, is about 300 milliseconds. Faster than you can blink. I'm pretty sure you just tried blinking right now, so that's pretty dang fast. Take a look at the interior of this Malibu. Completely redesigned for 2012. Giving you about 3 inches of extra width in the car, as well as 2 inches of extra height, and slimmer front seats give the back a lot more room, and the front even more comfort. Now this Malibu has all sorts of cool little tricks and all sorts of little secret compartments, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a couple of those. So why don't you come on in and we'll take a little ride, and I'll show you a couple of the neat things about this car. Alright, so now we're going to get in our Malibu and take it for a little ride. Watch as all the displays light up. 7-inch touchscreen radio. Hot day. We're going to turn the air down a little bit. Now one of the things that's available on the Malibu is also a rear view camera. Something again that you'll find on a higher quality sports sedan or import. But here you have it on our 2013 Chevrolet. Now, one of the things they designed with the 2013 Malibu as opposed to the 2012 is it's actually 40% quieter. The interior noise in the Malibu, as far as what it gets from all the wind noise and highway sounds, is at 33 decibels. Now, I have no idea what a decibel actually is, but to demonstrate, they say that a library whisper is about 30 decibels. So you're about 3 of those over a library, which makes this car just incredibly quiet. And you can just sit around and whisper and you can hear everything that everyone's saying. But also take a look at all the fine materials that they're using on this car. Leather wrap steering wheel, leather wrap shift knob. The car is fantastic. Now, as I'm driving right now, I'll even show you. Turn the radio on. Go to our home screen. I'm going to show you the energy flow of this car. So you can see as we're sitting here, the car is stopped right now using off the battery. Move up a little bit as you're stopping. And right now the engine's on idle. We're just going up straight off of battery power. Now I'm at a stoplight here, so I'm just going to kind of demonstrate a couple of the nice parts. Dual climate control, usually found in higher end luxury cars. Heated seats to it as well. And even a nice little storage spot for all your wallets or personal items. Very easily to fit in there. Closes right back. Using the gas engine and all. And as we come to a stop, if you look, they have what they call the auto stop. When the vehicle stops, the engine turns off. It also has an eco gauge to let you know how economically you're driving as well. Once I take my foot off the brake, the engine turns right back on. This is actually probably one of my favorite cars to show at night as well. What they use is a light tube technology running along the dashboard, which gives that ice blue Chevrolet lighting, and it bounces off the chrome. It really is something else. If you're looking for that high scale styling for the price of a Chevy, this is the perfect car for you. Not to mention all the features of OnStar with the safe and sound plans. This is the 2013 Chevrolet Malibu Eco. I'm Krajniak once again here at Advantage Chevrolet, and can't wait to see you guys and take it for a ride.